Vortex, I'm getting eaten alive out here. It's terrible. But I don't want to leave though, because it's so placid. Okay, let's just sit here by this bubbling brook a little bit longer. Not too much longer though, because I know my friend is wondering where I am. And you know I would never have a cell phone out here. Fuck that shit. They just keep spraying us, do they not? There's nothing we can do about it, y'all. There's nothing we can do about it. This is the problem I have with technology. That people choose technology. There's all this technology that they use against us, but how many people chose technology that they're using against themselves? And then they rationalize it with, well, everybody's doing it. Yeah, man, everybody's jumping off that bridge. You should totally hold hands with all those people and live stream it. You know? That's what you should do. Because that's something that really smart, logical people do. They go along with the suicidal society that they live in. Well, you know, I'd like to think that we're better than that, but, you know, maybe we're not. Maybe we're the same piece of shit in a different way. That's always a possibility, right? Well, I'd rather focus on this cloud, though. Even if it's an artificially inseminated cloud. Is that how you say that? I mean, I'd like to think that there are some aspects, not just of America, but all over the world, that they can't touch. It's like the whole end of the world thing. It's much like death. You know? They're getting people to be afraid of that, or they're getting people to anticipate that, because people either are afraid of death or they anticipate it. Well, they look forward to it, I guess I should say. But like, I used to be really afraid of it. Like, I used to always think about it. Like, I'm somewhat obsessed with it. And that's where my OCD stems from. Is like, I just get paranoid about things. And it was really bad in 2016 when I started doing comedy, because I felt like I discovered what I was supposed to do my whole life. And then because I just stopped believing in God, like the devil just like fucked me up, man. He totally fucked me up. Ended up in a psych ward. I checked myself in because I just couldn't stop crying, and I couldn't stop, you know, having panic attacks over the same shit. And I've been to all these doctors, and they were all telling me, you're a hypochondriac, you're fine, you're not dying. But I became convinced of this because I thought that I was just being punished, which is ridiculous, because if I really renounce God, why would I believe in punishment, you know? It's like the devil reminded me that he existed, because I couldn't stop thinking like, oh, I'm dying, you know, right when I discover what I'm supposed to be, right when I discover, you know, my true calling. It was so egotistical. But you know, I snapped out of that. When I started reading the Bible, I really snapped out of that. And when I joined the Orthodox Church, I really snapped out of that. I mean, my parents had mentioned that. So it's like, I have made a case for religion. They don't like organized religion at all. That's why I was never in church attendance. Every time I went to a church, it was because somebody dragged me there. I mean, not that they had to, I wanted to go, but like my parents were just weird about it, because they don't trust it. Well, they just know that there are a lot of crazy people who go to church, and they're absolutely right. You know, I'm one of them. But, you know, there are two types of crazy. There's crazy that wants to do what I'm doing right now and isolate from society, and everybody thinks that they're wrong for that. But then there's the crazy of like, I want to fuck with society, and I want to be a terrible person, and I want attention all the time, and I want to do stuff and not have to take any responsibility for that stuff that I do, and I want to make money, and I want to be popular. Oh shit. Okay, we did it. Like, the internet is just such a huge arena for like popularity contests. What's that? That's gotta be a vape pen. Or, wait. I don't know what it is. You can leave it out here, Amy. Maybe somebody's hiding it, they're coming back for it. That's what I tell myself. That's what I used to do with my pipes and my stash and all that. And I was right, it was always there. See, no matter how paranoid I am, it's kind of silly because I'm like, people are not following you the way that you think. You're following yourself. And because you're following yourself, you project it and you think that people are after you, and that's ridiculous. So this is what I'm talking about. It's good to understand the many aspects of yourself. The voices, you know, everybody's got voices. Schizos don't get all the credit, okay? Everybody's got voices. And it's just some people adhere to the bad ones. But, you know, we did that for a while, so now we try to adhere to the good ones. We don't always succeed, but we try at least. It's the trying that counts. I mean, God can see that. So no matter how much you fail, or no matter how much you think you suck at everything, that life isn't worth living, and you're such a failure, and you're such a waste of space, and you're so useless and terrible, just remember that God really doesn't see you that way. It's you that sees you that way. And if you can remember that God wants you to be the best that you can be, you'll forgive yourself as God has forgiven you. See, look, I love that shit. It's so cute. I should have strapped it in, but you know I don't believe in seatbelts.